awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got his man. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the 1st down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, it goes out.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Rushes on him. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Brings up second down.
Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's now second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Nittany Lions are threatening on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He leaves it with the back, and he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Jones to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They'll send the back in motion. The pitch to the left. Slithers into space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them. Let them get outside. Let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Got enough space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna take a shot. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
That's a big drive for this offense. In the fourth quarter, now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. 1st down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to...
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got it out. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
First and 10.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to...
Running free. Touchdown, Penn State. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time.
He's taking the shot. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Appalachian State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. This time he's got his man. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score we did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now, to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Jones to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And wings it incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. It's caught. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe.
Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Got to keep that urgency up here, but already in position for the game-tying field goal. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Penn State 56, TCU 52.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work